Good afternoon, Vanda. This is Archana from Triply Department. Okay, from today onwards, I am dealing basic electrical engineering for first BTech second semester R19 regulation. Okay, before going to the unit 1, I am giving a brief introduction about the syllabus. Okay, first we are having the 5 units are there. In that unit 1, that is the DC missions. That means it consists of a both DC motor and the DC generator. Okay, in this DC mission we are having the two topics, that is DC motor and the DC generator. Okay, we will study about the what is the construction of the DC mission and what is the working principle of that DC generators and motors and some of the applications that will be related to that missions. Okay, that all will be studied in the first unit. Next, coming to the second unit, that is transformers. Okay, what is the working principle of transformer and what are the types of transformers, that all will be studied in the unit 2. Okay, next coming to the unit 3, that is synchronous generators. How the synchronous generators will be operated and what is the working principle and what are the parts are there in the synchronous generators. Okay, that all will be discussed in the synchronous generator unit. Okay, next coming to the unit 4, that is induction missions. Okay, in that we are studying about the three-phase induction missions, working principle and operation of that induction motors and what are the applications for that induction motors, that all will be studied in unit 4. Next, last unit, that is the special missions. In this we are studied about the some types of special missions, that all will be studied in the 5th unit. Okay, this is the total 5 units that will be related to the various types of electrical missions. Okay, coming to the first unit, we are studying about the DC missions. Okay, first coming to the contents for this today topics, that are the introduction to DC missions. Okay, construction of a DC missions and various parts in the DC missions. Okay, that all will be studied in today's class. Okay, I understand my first. Coming to the introduction to DC missions. First of all, what is meant by DC mission? Okay, what is meant by DC mission? Okay, it is a mission. It converts energy either electrical to mechanical or mechanical to electrical. Okay, DC mission means that it is a one type of mission. Okay, it is used to convert energy from electrical to mechanical or mechanical to electrical. Okay, it is called as the DC mission. Okay, that DC mission is used for both motor and the generator. Okay, DC mission can be used as motor and generators. Okay, next coming to the second, DC motors converts. Okay, DC motors converts electrical energy to the mechanical energy. Okay, DC motor means that when we are giving the electrical supply to that motor, then it will be converted into the mechanical energy. Okay, next, what is meant by DC generators? Okay, when we are giving the mechanical energy, then it will be converted into the electrical energy. Okay, this is the basic introduction about the DC missions. Okay, understand ma? This is the basic introduction about the DC missions. Okay, next coming to the second topic, that is the construction of a DC mission. Okay, constructional parts of a DC mission. Okay, either motor or a generator, we are having the same parts. Okay, either motor or a generator, we are having the same parts. Okay, we are having the 8 different parts are there in the case of a DC mission. Okay, this is the overall construction of a DC mission. Okay, the constructionally we are having the same parts for motor and the generator. Okay, understand ma? Constructionally we are having the same parts for either motor and the generators. Okay, this is the four pole construction. Okay, two north poles are there and the two south poles are there. Okay, this is the four pole construction mission. Okay, these are the various constructional parts. Okay, these are the various constructional parts. Okay, first coming to the first part, that is the frame or a yoke. Okay, first part, that is the frame or a yoke. Okay, it is the frame or a yoke. Okay, this is the outermost cover. Okay, then the name it is called as the frame. Okay, this is the first part of a DC mission. Okay, next second part is the pole. Okay, this is the total the field system. Okay, this is the first field system, and this is the second field system, and this is the third field system, and this is the fourth field system. Okay, diagrammatically the field system is like this. Okay, this is the field system. Okay, coming to the second part, that is the field system. That field system consisting of a three parts. First one is the pole core. Okay, first one is the pole core or coil. Okay, pole core. Next, second one is the pole shoe. Second one is the pole shoe. Next, third one is the windings, field winding. Third one is the field winding. Okay, how many poles are there in this mission? We are having the four poles. Okay, that is pole 1, pole 2, pole 3 and 4 poles. Okay, each and every pole having the three parts, that is pole core, pole shoe and field winding. Okay, this is the pole core. Okay, this is the pole core. Okay, and this is the pole shoe. Okay, this is the pole shoe and this is the field system. Okay, this is the field system. Okay, each and every field system having a three parts: pole core, pole shoe and windings. Okay, this is the second part of a DC mission. Okay, next coming to the third part, that is the armature. Okay, this is the armature conductors. Okay, we are having the number of armature conductors, and in that conductors we are having the number of slots and the windings are there. Okay, next coming to the next part, that is the commutator. Okay, this is the commutator. Okay, this is the commutator. Okay, next this is the shaft. Okay, at the inner part we are having the shaft. Okay, this is the shaft and these are the commutator segments. Next one is the bolts and nuts. Okay, these are the various constructional parts are there in the case of a DC mission. Okay, constructionally we are having the same parts for both the motor and the generator. Okay, constructionally we are having the same parts for both the motor and the generator. Okay, how many parts are there? Basically, mainly we are having the 8 parts. First one is the frame or the yoke. Next, pole core and pole shoe and field winding. Okay, these two consisting of a field system. Okay, these two combinedly are called as the field system. Next one is the armature core and the armature winding. Okay, these two combinedly called as the armature system. Okay, are called as the armature system. Next one is the commutators. Next one is the brushes and next one are the bearings. Okay, these are the various parts in the case of a DC mission. Both for generator and the motors we are having the same parts. Okay, constructionally we are having the same parts. Okay, these two combinedly are called as the field system. These two combinedly are called as the armature system. And this is the commutator, brushes and the bearings. Okay, these are the various parts in the case of a DC mission. Okay, coming to the brief introduction about these parts. Okay, this is the yoke. Coming to the brief introduction about these parts. Okay, this is the yoke. Yoke or frame. Yoke or frame. Okay, this is the practical view of that yoke of a DC mission. Okay, practical view of a DC mission yoke. Okay, in that yoke we are having the various parts are there. This is the feet. It will be used to give the support for this DC mission. Okay, by using this support we will place the DC mission, or we will standing that DC mission by using these feet. Okay, next one, this is the frame. Okay, it covers the all the inner parts of this DC mission. Okay, while we are using this frame, then it gives the protection for all the inner parts of this mission. Next one is this is the lift eye. Okay, this is the lift eye. Okay, by using this lift eye, this mission will be lifted, and it gives the support for the lifting purpose. And this is the terminal box. Okay, this is the practical view of a frame or a yoke. Okay, yoke is the outermost cover of a DC mission. Yoke is a outermost cover of a DC mission. Okay, when we are using the yoke in the DC mission, then it gives the protection for all the inner parts of that DC mission. Okay, and so it will be used for support for the poles, and it is used for, and it holds the poles, and it holds the pole core of the generator, and then it creates the magnetic field. Okay, this yoke or a frame is made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, this yoke is made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, for small size of motors or the generators, we are using the cast iron. Okay, for large size of generators or the motors, we are using the cast steel. Okay, we are using the cast steel. Okay, this is the yoke or a frame of a DC mission, and this is the practical view of a yoke. Okay, this is the practical view of a yoke. Okay, next coming to the pole core and the pole shoe. Okay, next coming to the pole core and a pole shoe. Okay, this is the practical view of a field system. Okay, this is the practical view of a field system. Okay, the field system consisting of a three parts. Okay, the field system consisting of a three parts, that is pole core. Okay, this is the pole core, and this is the pole core. Okay, next this is the pole shoe. Okay, this is the pole shoe. Okay, next this is the field winding. Okay, this is the field winding. Okay, this is the field winding. Okay, this total system is called as the field system. The total system is called as the field system. Okay, that field system consisting of a three parts. Okay, first one is the pole core, second one is the pole shoe, third one is the field system. Okay, this is the practical view of this field system. Okay, this is the pole core, and this is the pole shoe, and this is the field winding. Okay, the pole core is used to give the support for this field winding. The pole core is used to give the support for these field windings. Next, coming to the pole shoe, this pole shoe is used for give the support for that pole core. Okay, this pole shoe is used to give the support for this pole core. Okay, This is the purpose of the pole core and the pole shoe. Okay, the pole core is made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, the pole core is made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, this pole core carries the field winding. Okay, this pole core carries the field winding. Okay, this pole core is fixed to the yoke. This pole core is fixed to the yoke. Okay, and it carries the field winding. The pole shoe is gives the support for this pole core. Okay, this pole shoe is gives the support for this pole core. Okay, understand, ma? Next, field winding. The field winding is placed in the pole core. Okay, the field winding is used to produce the magnetic flux or the magnetic field. Okay, the function of the field system is to produce the uniform magnetic field. Okay, the function of this field system is used to produce the uniform magnetic field. Okay, these pole coils are mounted on the poles. Okay, these pole coils are mounted on the poles and carries the DC exciting currents. Okay, these field coils are connected in such a way that adjacent poles having opposite polarities. Okay, therefore some electromagnetic field is produced in this field winding. Okay, in this field winding. Okay, next coming to the okay, this is the total practical view of a yoke and the field system. Okay, this is the overall field system. This field system consisting of a pole core, pole shoe and field winding. Okay, that field winding is placed on the pole core. Okay, that pole core is designed or made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, this pole core gives the support for that field winding and this pole shoe is gives the support for that pole core. Okay, this is the second part of a DC mission. Okay, this is the pole core and this is the pole shoe and this is the field winding. Okay, first part is the yoke or a frame and second part is the field system. Okay, next coming to the third part, that is the armature core. Armature. Okay, that is the armature system. Okay, the total armature system consisting of a three parts, that is the armature conductors, armature slots and the armature winding. Okay, that is the armature conductors, armature slots and the armature windings. Okay, the total armature consisting of a three parts, that is armature core, armature slots and the armature winding. Okay, this is the practical view of that armature system. Okay, this is the practical view of this armature system. Okay, that armature is placed on the shaft. Okay, this is the shaft. Okay, at that shaft, we are placing the armature and the commutator segments. Okay, in that shaft, we are placing the armature and the commutators. Armature and the commutators. Okay, that armature system is totally consisting of a three parts. Okay, the armature system is totally consisting of a three parts. Okay, what are the three parts? Okay, this is the shaft. In that shaft, we are having the commutator. Okay, in that commutator, we are having the armatures. Okay, these are the armature. Okay, this is the shaft. Okay, this is the shaft. Okay, it is the rotating part of a DC machine. Okay, the shaft is the rotating part of a DC machine. Okay, and this is the commutator, and this is the commutator, and this is the armature system, and this is the armature system. Okay, the shaft is the rotating part of a DC machine. Okay, when the shaft is rotated, the commutator and the armature is also rotated. Okay, understand ma? When the shaft is rotated, the commutator and the armature system is also rotated. Okay, this is the armature system. That armature system consisting of a three parts, that is armature core, armature core. Next one is the armature slots. Next one is the armature windings. Okay, next one is the armature windings. Okay, the armature system consisting of a three parts: armature conductors, armature slots, and the armature windings. Okay, what is the purpose of this armature winding is that when the magnetic flux will be produced in that field winding, that flux is cut by this armature winding. Okay, according to the Faraday's laws, whenever the magnetic field is cut by the armature conductors, whenever the magnetic field is cut by the armature conductors, an EMF is induced. Okay, according to Faraday's laws, an EMF is induced in that armature conductors. Okay, due to the cutting of the magnetic field that will be produced by the field windings. Okay, therefore this armature winding is used to cut the magnetic field produced in the armature field systems. Okay, it is called as the armature. It is the purpose of the armature winding. Okay, totally the armature system is consisting of a three parts. Okay, that is armature conductors, armature slots, and the armature winding. Okay, the armature slots is used to place the armature conductors. Okay, the armature slots is used to place the armature conductors. Okay, in that armature conductors we are having the armature windings. Okay, in that armature conductors we are having the armature windings. Okay, the purpose of this armature winding is used to cut the magnetic flux that will be produced by the field system. Okay, what is the purpose of that armature winding? It is used to cut the flux that will be produced in the field system. Okay, that is the purpose of that armature winding. Okay, this is the armature and this is the armature slots and the conductors. Okay, in that conductors we are having the armature winding. Okay, this is the third part of a DC mission. Okay, what is the first part? That is the frame or a yoke. Okay, the first part of a DC mission is the frame or a yoke. Okay, next second part is the field system. Okay, and third part is the armature system. Okay, third part is the armature system. Okay, the armature system and the commutator is placed on the shaft. Okay, the armature system and the commutator is placed on the shaft. Okay, the shaft is the rotating part of a DC machine. Okay, understand ma? The shaft is the rotating part of a DC machine. Okay, when the shaft is rotated, automatically the commutator and the armature system is rotated. Okay, the commutator and the armature system is rotated. Okay, therefore, what are the rotating parts are there in the case of a DC machine means the shaft, armature and the commutator systems are the rotating parts. Okay, that are the rotating parts in the case of a DC machine. Okay, in the case of a DC machine. Okay, these are the three parts in the DC machine. Okay, first frame are the yoke. Okay, it is the outermost cover of a DC machine. Okay, understand ma? The frame or the yoke, it is a outermost cover of a DC machine. It gives the complete support for all the inner parts of a DC machine. Okay, and also it gives the support for these poles. Okay, that poles are fixed to this yoke. Okay, these poles are fixed to this yoke, and then it gives the support for that poles. Okay, next second one is the second part of a DC machine is the field system. Okay, the field system is totally consisting of a two parts, that is the field poles or pole core, pole shoe and the armature field winding and the field winding. Okay, the pole core are used to place the field winding and pole shoe is used to give a support for that pole core. Next, what is the purpose of that field winding? Okay, the purpose of the field winding is to produce the magnetic flux, is to produce the magnetic flux. Okay, and the pole core is made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, the pole core is made up of cast iron or the cast steel. Okay, this is the second part of a DC mission. Next, third part is the commutator. Okay, next, sorry, armature system. Second, third part is the armature system. Okay, the armature, commutator are both are placed on the shaft. Okay, both are placed on the shaft. Okay, therefore the shaft is the rotating part of a DC machine. Okay, suppose the shaft is rotated, then automatically the commutator and the armature system is also rotated. Okay, the commutator and the armature system is also rotated. Okay, this that armature system consisting of a three parts. Okay, that is armature core, armature slots and the armature winding. Okay, that armature core having the number of slots and each slots having the number of windings. Okay, each slots having the number of windings. It is the rotating part of a DC mission. Okay, understand ma? These are the various three parts in the case of a DC mission. Okay, the next parts will be discussed in the next class. Okay, thank you, ma.